Welcome, Hoarders. They're going to be playing some more Grand Theft Auto 5. And this Testing Tuesday, we're going to be testing the Enus Windsor drop based on a Rolls-Royce Phantom. I don't know exactly what year. I would guess probably 2016 or 17, maybe even 18, because that's when this was added to the game in one of those years. Definitely wasn't 2019. I think it's closer to 2018. I looked for so many different paint schemes for this, and none of them really look that good to me other than full black, or you could do black with the silver through the middle. I tried different things. I ended up with pretty much the exact same thing I already had. Getting into the way this car handles actually pretty good. A lot of the Rolls Royces that are in GTA 5, there's only 3, I believe. That's nice. They all seem to handle very well, actually. They glide pretty good. I would say, I'm gonna say glide, but not quite glide. They go really nice in straight lines, mostly because the wheelbase on these are so far. It's like 4 miles long just for a wheelbase. Acceleration and top speed are not terrible on these at all, actually. This specific one, I got the drop version. I didn't want the hard top, because you wouldn't really think you could get a convertible roof that's that long. Like, that is a massive roof to be able to put away in a trunk. Clearly, in real life, you wouldn't be able to put anything else in there. I love the looks of the car. I don't really use it that often. I just saw this as one of the first vehicles. I was like, hey, I didn't test that yet. So I fixed it up, and now here we are. Braking is actually pretty decent for a vehicle this big with as much weight as it has to stop, because these are not light cars by a long shot. Actually, I want to see something. I highly doubt they added it, but if they did, that's going to be the coolest thing ever. No. I'll actually, if I can find a video of it, the emblem on the real life version, like the hood ornament, it actually pops down in the hood when you turn the car off. It, like, only when the car's on, it'll pop up out. It's one of the coolest things ever. I saw that, I think, originally on an episode of either Top Gear or the Grand Tour, same people. But I thought that was just an interesting thing that they did. Other than that, there's not really much more to add to this car. The customization is very minimal. I'm going to do an episode of customization for this. Usually I do the customization video before this, like before I put the testing video out, but it's going to be after this time. I might not even do it, to be completely honest, because there's nothing that you can add to this car. It's basically paint and rims and performance upgrades. That is it. But let's now head on over to the test track and see what kind of time we can get. It just occurred to me that I haven't tested a coupe on here in a very long time. I need to put the roof up. I actually forgot to do that. It's far enough that it's going to be definitely down while driving. Okay, we're good. I did have to... this is the second attempt, because the first attempt I drifted I pretty much drifted around a turn, and it was not very smooth. It looked jank. I didn't want that. I'm trying to get these as good of laps as I can get without like drifting and sliding and stuff like that. I want regular like circuit turns if I can possibly get that. Come on, Cletus. A little faster than that. Break. It was this turn right here. Did a lot better that time. Yeah, it was one of those where you started drifting and you overcorrect, and it just looked too weird to even attempt to. Okay, that's a good sign there that we had to let off the gas a little to make that turn. Same there too. It's weird that that puddle literally never dries out. Like the only puddle I know of that just never goes away. It's the first time we really ever had to slow down for that turn. Final straight. Well, not really the final. It's just the longest straight near the end. Okay. We have one more turn, and we are done. Try to keep it on or in the yellow line. Try to keep it as consistent as I possibly can. Okay, we got a 2 minutes, 21.843 seconds, which is almost a full second faster than the first time I did a lap. But now, let's head on over to the leaderboards and see where we placed. On the test track, the Enus Windsor drop finished in 83rd place at 2 minutes 21.843 seconds. Not a very good time, but it is a heavy car. Like I said, the handling's not bad at all. It's just the way in which, I don't know how to really explain it. It tosses its weight around really weird, but only that is what affects the handling. It's not the handling itself that's a problem. But not a very good time. Not as good as I was actually expecting. But now let's head on over to the drag track and see if we can do any better on there. Okay, I think we should do pretty good on here. I hope. My roof's down again. That is really annoying. I highly, highly doubt that that affects anything. I hope it doesn't. If it does, I'm gonna feel really bad. In real life it would, but I don't think that this game really has aerodynamics put into it, if that makes... Like, I don't think that's a factor at all in this game. Okay. What did we get? 26.396 seconds. I'm not really sure how quick that is, so let's head on over to leaderboard and see where we placed. On the drag track, the Windsor drop finished in 94th place at 22.396 seconds. Not a very good time. Again, it's just not fast enough. It must be too heavy. I could only assume that that's the main thing, but also the wheels spun out for quite some time off the start, which is also one of the reasons why the Imponte Phoenix didn't do great. The same for the Stallion. Those are both muscle cars, but this is a V12 with a lot of power behind it, so it's not going to get a great amount of grip right off the start. But I hope this helps someone decide if they want to get the car or not. I'm going to keep it just because it's a fun car to have. But other than that, I'm not going to be using it for races. I'll just use it to pretty much mess around with and just drive around, have fun. But that is going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, check out one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my social medias in the description down below.